Walawani everyone, my name is Cheryl Davison. I am the Aboriginal Creative Producer for Four Winds. I'm creating a show that represents some really beautiful aspects of Yuin culture. The show is called Land, Sea and Sky, or in our language, Bagan Barra Barra Mirriwar. What we're going to do is make these beautiful lanterns that will be a part of the show. We want to create 300 stars to tell the Dreamtime story of Tonkunyadi. I would really like your help in producing the stars. They're star lanterns, and today I'm going to do a demonstration on how you can create them. Okay, so everyone that wants to participate and help make the stars, they get a kit. And the kit will contain the long piece of bamboo to hold the star, six short lengths of bamboo, some beautiful tissue paper, a container with some PVA glue in it, and on the PVA glue you'll see I've put a mark where you add water. It's normally a 50-50, half water, half PVA is the right mix you need to do your paper mache. These are some of the things that you need to provide yourself: a pair of secateurs, some masking tape, a cheap paintbrush and water. Okay, so now we get to the fun part, how to make a star. So this is the star, and you can see it's on a long piece of bamboo. When people are carrying it along the oval, they can hold it up high. With all of the sticks that you have, you'll have 5 that actually make the bones of the stars. And what we need to do is get them all the same. Now I'm gonna use the shortest one as the measurement. And using the shortest one, I'm going to measure all of the rest. So just very carefully. If you're a young child, you should get mum and dad to do this for you, because these secateurs are pretty sharp. So we need 5 of those for the stars. Okay, now we've got the 5 even pieces of bamboo, and the way that I do it is I firstly, with 4 pieces, I tape them together on one end. Making sure that that's nice and tight, tidy. You need the ends to be all even. So we just bring the tape right up to the end of the stick. So now we've got 2 sticks, 2 sets taped together. Now we're going to make what I call the letter M. So I'm going to tape
we hold them both together, on the opposite side we're going to tape the middle ones together. Wrap that masking tape around, make sure you have plenty of it. And press it in. So now we have our M. You see that? M for Mirriwar. We need the fifth stick. And so what happens, and you've got to watch this really carefully because this is a bit tricky. So we're going to cross over to make our star. But while I'm doing that, I'm actually going to weave that in and under, so it gives it extra strength. Okay, and then I'm going to put that through as well. And we then tape the two loose ends. And you can just move it around so that it looks good. You can, you see, you can make it, manipulate it, but there you go. There's your first star. So we need 2 of these to make. Okay, so now we have our 2 stars, and to make them 3-dimensional, we have to put them both together, and then we have to tape all of the points together. That's the next. Okay, so now that we have our 2 stars together, they're all taped at the points. We want the star to be perfect, both in the middle. So when we get it to the right shape, the correct shape, I'm just going to mark with my marker the points where I want to stick it together. It just makes it a lot easier for us. Takes the guesswork out of when we're taping it down, because you don't want to tape it all down and discover it's not all even. Just quick marks on your sticks. Okay, there you can stop now. So we're just taping, we're taping the 2 sides separately. As you can see, I've already taped one. I'm going to tape this side separately. So now that we've done the star, the 2 sides, we've taped them all together, we've taped all the points down, and we've taped the centre so that the 2 stars are even. We're going to put a little bridge in, and this is to make the star 3-dimensional. And if you have a look, I've got it in between the 2 points. And we're going to take that in place. Put plenty of tape around so that it's going to sit there without moving. Okay, so that's pretty strong. Okay, and then, so we don't really have to put them on every point. You can if you want to, but I'm not. I'm gonna do, so the star will be, the top point is there, and this is the bottom, the on one of the star. So what I'm going to do is put one bridge in between the center of the top part of the star. So it's ideal if you have the two bridges the same size. So I'm just going to measure that up just by placing it against it. That looks pretty good. And we're just going to sit that in between. Yeah, so I've just reinforced the tape around the top part because it's really important that that's very strong. You see, because now I'm putting on the stick, the carrion stick that will sit in between, in the middle of the star. We don't want it to sit at the back or at the top. We actually do want it in the middle of the star. Okay, so find the ends of the tape. I'm gonna put it right in the center.
In the center of that bridge.
It is a little bit fiddly, but once you get it taped down, it's just to reinforce the strength, just to give it extra strength and stability, because as you can see, I've only put a little bit of tape on there, but it does need to be strong. Now I can just put my hands in that star and really strengthen it up with some tape. Press it in. I'll just do some more going that way. The star made, the bones of it. Okay, so now our star's made. We're going to paper mache the star with the tissue paper. So we need the tissue paper, the glue and the water, and for this one, like I said before, we just want to use 50% water, 50% glue. Give it a mix. Making sure it's really well mixed. And I'm going to cut the paper down into smaller pieces. Okay. And for this next bit, you will need to put newspaper down or a plastic tablecloth or something that will protect your furniture. And I'm going to cut these down into small pieces of tissue paper. It's about that size is fine. Okay, so just remember, when you're putting the paper on, lay on it, we try to do thin layers, and it looks untidy and loose, but as the star dries, it'll tighten like a drum, and we need the light to shine through, so we really want to just do one layer. Also, in the bottom, we're going to leave a little hole so a hand can go up into there, because inside the star we're putting a small light so it shines at night. And now it's time for me to have a cup of tea. So
Thank you for watching my video. We would really like all of the community to participate in making the stars and make it a huge community event. If you're interested in making stars, you can contact us at contact@fourwinds.com.au. We have kits ready to go. We need 300 stars and we need as many people from the community to help make this happen. Thank you very much.